Hey, what's going on YouTube? Marine X back at it again. The everyday carry for the month of August. School has started back up. I'm finding a lot more time to do tasks around the house and also having to go out and about just that much more. So this is the stuff I've been carrying so far for the month. Let's start off with the wallet. I have found myself getting back to a good, just a bifold wallet fan, just of their wallets, especially their clean, simple collection. I like this one here because it's very easy to just throw my money in the middle, have my most used cards on the right. I normally keep business cards and my driver's license on the right, on the left. It's made of leather. They have this British racing green color, which looks fantastic. If you're going to see it, there's a lot of shades of green for this month's carry. I'm a big old fan of green. It's my favorite color. And this one does not disappoint. I like the fact when they make their wallets, they just use such minimal amount of stitching on it. And it's a very well done stitch. I don't know all the technical names for stitching. I just know that I've owned several of their wallets over the years. They hold up well. The first one I bought, I think in 2021, that one still looks phenomenal. This one is also going to patina just fantastic. And I'm a big old fan of the fact that they're hand making these. And these are really, really well done. Let's talk about the knife. We're going to talk about the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Specifically, this one is the salt version. I have become my de facto pool guy. I'm the person testing the alkalinity, testing the pH, how much the calcium, and I'm trying to figure out everything about these bad boys. But I'm always working around water. I'm always having to handle acids. I'm always having to do stuff all the time until it's time to close the pool for the season, which is still a few months away here in Texas. So I want to put something on my hip, in my pocket, that I don't have to worry about the internal parts, the blade itself being magna cut, being a little bit wet longer than I may want it to be. You know, if I'm doing stuff, you know, this thing gets wet and I just throw it back in my pocket and I intend to dry it off later, it's not that big of a deal. And of course, I mean, we all love the Paramilitary 2. It's just a fantastic knife. And the Sawed series just makes it that much better with these G10 scales, and the fact that they bring in those components. It's still really good with their compression lock. I love this a lot, and I want something that is not going to try to gain my attention. Brings us to today's video sponsor, which is Veer and their A4 Tactical. This is their automatic watch. It's a cousin. It's the kissing cousin. I would say actually the older, you know, the different version to the C4 Tactical solar field watch. This one's powered by light, where this one is using a kinetic movement to make this thing go. I love we're getting the steel case mixed with the black accents. I think this is a very, very good looking watch, even in comparison to its brother in here of the C4 Tactical. They're both just really, really good watches. What I really like about this is I like automatic movement. I like how they move. I like how they sound. I like the fact that the kinetic movement of your body keeps this thing going. So if you're walking around, you're moving, this thing is going to continue to function. The biggest thing about this is I like the fact that this is assembled in America. And on top of all of that, you get 2 watch straps and you get an incredible unboxing experience with this. And I think it's very, very well made. Put something on your wrist that's not going to demand attention from you, like a smartwatch or something like that. And then this is going to be timeless. You're going to be able to accurately keep the time. And you're going to also be able to wear this in said pool that I mentioned before. Check the links down below for the best pricing. Shout out to Veer for sponsoring today's video. Nicor has come out with a, I got to say, this dope colorway for their Nicor EDC 29. And it's not just the new colorway. I think that they've made some subtle improvements from the very first version of this. It's kind of hard to hear, but you hear the clickiness of the old EDC 29. Listen to the new one. Like, they've almost removed, just made it just that much more like, almost like a, it almost feels like a keyboard swap. Like they made it just a little bit more quiet. I like the green and black. I like the way that they're doing with this. I think it still works really well. You're going to get the 3000 lumens when you have press. When you go full press, strobe warning, you're getting the 6500 lumens. You can change that up. You can reprogram exactly how that turns on. And if you want it to be, instead of 6500 strobe, you can change it to be 6500 solid. That's the Lumen Shield technology. The turbo mode is 3000 lumen. And then even before you turn the flashlight on, you can cycle through the different functions, right? So if I want this to come on 15 lumens, I can cycle through these, and the flashlight's not even on yet. I like that type of stuff as well. OLED screen, easy to read. I like the EDC 29. It's a little bit big in the pocket, but for what I'm going to be using it for the remainder of the summer, this works really, really well for me. I'm a stick guy. Just had folks over in the man cave literally yesterday for the first few preseason games of the NFL's season. I always like the way to start a fire, whether I'm lighting the barbecue grill, whether I am lighting a cigar, whether I'm lighting candles, whether I'm lighting incense. I always got a way for me to have a fire source with me. This brings me to the Zippo. This one particularly is the Montana Knife Company Zippo. I've shown this before. I like it a lot. I do have a butane insert. It's a blue butane insert, which is very hard to get your hands on. So if you ever see it in stock, you should probably buy it. It's a double torch butane insert. I like the way it sounds, real snappy. The Zippo's made in America, the insert's made in America, and the Molly sheath, which I've used this on different pieces of my gear, is also made in America. So it kind of all just works together. Put this inside. There you go. And I'm ready to rock and roll. I think I might upgrade phones. I'm still rocking the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL, but I'm very, very interested in maybe snagging the Samsung Z Fold 8, or maybe see what Apple comes with in September for their new iPhone releases. So let me know down below, what should I be looking at? What should I be thinking about checking out? Of course, I always have a supporting cast with me. You know, I have my pouches. They normally in my bags or an armrest of my truck. So if you want to know what I keep in those, you got to get absolutely get subscribed to the channel. I would love to have you part of the battalion. If this is not your first time stopping by, well, thank you once again for watching me run my grape. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.